Oh, hey! Today we are connecting electricity into the trailer. So this is my breaker panel, and I got a transfer switch, which when I'm using an extension cord, it's on. When I want to activate my generator, I can just turn it on, and now it's powered by the generator or batteries. I got a 25 amp for the AC. I got a 20 amp for the trailer, which I might reduce to 15. It depends. And then this is my solar connect and disconnect. My power, like inverter or transformer. People call it different. So this is a 120 to 48 volts. My AC unit is 48 volts, and my whole trailer I'm gonna operate in 120. We are connecting our 30 amp power inlet. Let's measure. Top of the batteries is 24. I'm gonna put it at 27. 31 and a half. Now we're gonna drill. Really? Kidding? Oh yeah, we're in business. I really liked this box. It's not that big. It's kind of plastic, so it gets rid of the metally feeling, like exterior type of panels. Like this kind of, they look kind of neat, these plastic ones. So I like them. Now I'm gonna use 10-3, which 10-3 means it's one live cable, one ground, and one neutral. So that's what I'm gonna use from my 30 amp inlet to my transfer switch. We gotta strip the cables. I got this stripper. It's supposed to for stranded cable. This only goes to 12, but this is 10. But I think it's gonna work. Oh yeah. Oh, with a bunch of cable, I guess. Just chop that. This is pretty much gonna go up here and connect into my transfer switch. Now we gotta punch a hole. There it goes. There, and then boom, perfect. Screw it down. Make sure it's tight. And the ground, I'm just gonna leave it aside for now, because I'm not connecting ground just yet. My God, it's hot in here. This cable, I'm gonna go somewhere around here. Right there. So now this, I'm gonna cut this right here. There we go. In order to put this guy in, I need to go on the other side. I need to get this kind of little house out. I mean, not house. I need to get this little plastic box that is wrapping around just to keep critters out and stuff like that. So now let's go and unscrew that and put this thing in. We're using silicone as well. So this is what I'm talking about. This little plastic box just covering it. This, oh, forgot one. I'm gonna go ahead and put all these screws back in, but I'm gonna put a little bit of silicone in each screw just to make it a little bit more waterproof. Let's get our cable out so we can connect this thing. Green is always ground, of course. Got these three guys here. So let's go ahead and connect this guy first. Make sure to clamp it down real good. So now we just slide it in. I put some silicone. We gotta drill the holes. Honestly, I'm just putting around it, around the circle. Should be good. Well, I always end up just missing one screw somewhere, and then I find it. Literally, like, takes me like 5 minutes to look for it, and I just don't know where the heck it is. And they just camouflage like so good always. Found it. So now we can actually have power in the trailer. This is insane. This is so cool. So I'll just show you a bit what's up. So I got my cables here going into my transfer switch on top. Here is gonna be for the generator, down here. And then electricity is gonna come out here and it's gonna go up into my breakers. I need some cable to go from here to these guys. I just put one cable in one, and then this electricity jumps from one breaker to the next breaker. Here. If it doesn't make sense, it's just about to make sense. For the pigtail, we're gonna do this, you know, three cable twist. I can go ahead and run this one up here. I'll show you everything from close up right now. It's kind of far and my hands are probably all over in the way and stuff. So look, from close up, I got my live, these are common, like neutral and neutral. So these are gonna go to the neutral bus bar. And then this one, pigtail, goes into one cable. I go into this breaker and then just bridge the electricity here. So that's what I did. So now let's put the neutral ones. I got connected my neutrals to the neutral bar, the bus bar, and from here I'm gonna connect my neutrals that are gonna go to my outlet or whatever. So I'm just gonna go ahead and run my cable for my generator. We're gonna do the same thing. Going in with hot, common, and then we're in business. I can't wait for this trailer to be done. I think it's super cool. Perfect. So this is gonna go to my generator. I'm gonna have it somewhere along these lines. So just cut it somewhere around here. I'm gonna go ahead and connect that outlet because putting a 20 amp in my generator, I guess, is the only option I have for it right now. Which I might have to change to a 30 amp, but I just kind of doubt that I'll need that. I mean, if I need that, I'm gonna have to get a diesel generator or a gas generator. This is a 20 amp outlet, so it says it only takes up to 12 gauge. This is 10 gauge, so I'm gonna hopefully make it work. Try and make it work. So the brass one is usually hot. The silver one is usually neutral or common, and then the green, of course, is ground. What I did with the inverters is they usually get hot, so I put cut two strips of plywood, and I'm gonna put them behind this, so I get like it's sitting not flush with the wall, so it just gives it more ventilation, more room to cool down. This is good. So I got one, I got two. Now I know where these guys are going. Somewhere around here. And somewhere around here. Kidding me? now this guy is going here. So now that this is mounted, now we can go ahead and put our cables where the line goes, the hot. So the hot, the neutral, and the ground, which we don't have any ground connected yet, but that, and then our AC is gonna connect here, and we're gonna have a working AC. This is great. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna split it in two, like this, and then you go each side of the screw, you know. So a little bit about this transformer. It's supposed to be 120 volt to 48 volt, 1,000 watts. What is it, 1,000 watts or 1,200 watts? So for now, what I'm going to do, I'm just gonna put the cover on, and I'm gonna go ahead and install the AC unit. I need to bring my cables and connect them here for my AC. So I got a multimeter. We're gonna connect it to my battery, which is the EcoFlow. It's pretty cool. I think I have battery. Yeah, it's 100% charged. So we're gonna plug it in. But first, I'm gonna go ahead and double check that everything's connected right.
Okay, so we have for our generator, we got our cables going in. One, hot, neutral, coming out, neutral, hot, going into my breaker. Another going to my panel, raised, that's great. Going into my inverter, which is line, neutral, ground. So now if I turn on my generator, so okay, let's go ahead and plug it in. We're doing this. We got AC ports here. It's pretty neat. So we'll connect it.
I'm gonna turn our multimeter to 200 volt AC. We're gonna go ahead and check on top, see if we're getting proper 120 volt voltage. So we're getting 120 right there. Now if we check on this side, there's not gonna be nothing because that's gonna be for our street. Down here, yet nothing. Nothing. So if we go and turn it on, now we're gonna have, supposed to have 120 down here. 120 now. And this side we're gonna have 122 because they're bridged, you know. And now up here, we're not supposed to have anything because it's supposed to be off. So we don't have nothing. So now we're gonna have to check on this side if we're receiving proper voltage. So we connect this to the hot one and to the neutral one. We're getting 120 there. It's kind of hard to show right here, but I can maybe get it like that, 120. So now, and same with this one. So now we turn it on, we have electricity now in this guy. So we're receiving, which one, black is hot. We're receiving 120, and we're supposed to get 48 volt direct current. So we got to switch it to direct current. And now we go to this guy and to this guy, and we're getting 48 volts. So now we can go ahead and plug in our AC and test it to see if it's gonna work. Let's go do that. We need to get rid of these rings, like connectors. So while I connect this, I'm just gonna turn it off. And I shouldn't have any voltage here, but let's just double check. So I have no voltage. So now we can go ahead and connect our thing. In DC operations, it's red is always hot and black is always negative. So red is positive, black is negative, which I mean, I guess straightforward, you know, usually how it goes. But it's just kind of, in AC, like in this, usually black is hot 1 and red is hot 2. So usually they're both hot for the most part in AC. So I don't know, kind of confusing, but we got it. So let's go ahead and connect it. Okay, now we have this connected. Now we can go ahead, flip our switch. I'm a little scared right now, I'm not gonna lie. We got electricity now. And we have electricity under AC. Let's go and turn it on. This is exciting. So I got it running, not in boost anymore. It's getting like 370 watts, 372, but it kind of goes up and down like a few watts every once in a while. In here is pretty cool. I have it running at 66 degrees, as you can see. And everything is pretty nice. Like the cables are not hot at all. This guy is pretty much not hot at all. So yeah, everything's pretty good. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start connecting my 14 gauge so I can start running towards outlets and light switches and everything. Yeah, we'll start running our cable. We're gonna have a few outlets here and there. I need to cross one of these guys. He's gonna go all the way to the other side. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Just have that cable on the other side. So for this, I'm gonna connect my cables. This is why I like putting bus bars, so I can just get from one neutral and one hot, and then it's good. Which for this, I should honestly unplug my thing, but I'm not going to right now just because I want the AC running. So just don't get, I mean, you'll only get a little, that's all. I just don't grab any metal with it and stuff. So this is gonna go somewhere around there. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and cut power. Honestly, they didn't even have to cut power because this is the one that is feeding this one, so this shouldn't have electricity. So I'm just gonna go ahead and turn this guy on. I'm gonna go ahead and check, just to double check, I guess, just to have safe practice, but I shouldn't have any electricity on it. Yeah. 2 volts, you know, so nothing. Go ahead and turn on our AC again because we need that thing running. I also got these bus bar for all our ground, which I'm just gonna put up here. This is how it's looking. I got my bus bar right here, which I already connected ground from this guy, connected the ground from these two, which I don't have the ground connected to anything, but I'm gonna do a pigtail for this from here, send it to here. I'm gonna do the same thing for all the other cables that I'm gonna run. I'm gonna just connect them to there. To this, how it looks. I got my bridge, I got another bridge, I got a bridge here. I got my ground bus bar. It's gonna be my hot wire one, my neutral one, and yeah, this is how it's gonna look. This cable is gonna go run like here to here, all the way across through this channel. I remembered that I had this cable to charge my generator, so I'm just gonna go ahead and connect it. So first off, we need to pop these holes. So now, how much cable am I gonna need? So around here, I can connect to my generator. It's DC, so I'm gonna go with hot is red and neutral is black. So my solar disconnect, now I can connect to my generator. Now I just exit to go up to the roof. Yeah, I honestly remembered. I was like, oh my god, I have a charger for my generator, so I have some cable for solar. So I'm glad I did. So now I don't have to open this panel box anymore. It can stay shut. Pretty stoked about that. So now let's say for whatever reason I can have my solar panels charging, and if for some reason I don't want them to charge, let's say the battery's full, or I'm not using my battery bank, I'm just using electricity from outside, I can just shut them off and they won't charge my generator. So that's pretty clutch. So the next step is to run my lamp wire, which I'm using 16-2. So it's 2 cables, 16 gauge. And I already had these holes pre-drilled when I was gonna put I was gonna do other stuff. I was gonna put like a fan extractor around here, but I'm opting out of that. I'm just gonna put one in the shower. So I'm just gonna run 2 little lights. So I'm gonna have one light here, another light over there. So I'm just gonna run a cable. I'm just gonna run it through. So just have it ready for my light right here. And then this one's gonna be my other light. So one here and one here. Boom. I'm giving it to the center, I think that's good. And that's it. Now we can go ahead and put our roof just like this. So that's great. Little overview of my panel box. So I got my current coming from outside. It goes into the transfer box into one, and then it comes out and it bridges, of course, here because it turns into one. This is from my generator, so I can either turn one or the other. And then the hot wire comes here into my AC breaker, and then it just bridges because I need electricity in this one too, which is my trailer, like lights and everything. And then my hot wire, this one from the AC, goes to my inverter, which I got connected here, and then this turns it into 48 volts. And then this for my trailer goes into my bus bar, that is the hot one. So I connected 2 of my cables, so one is going to the other side, the other one is going to right here, my workstation. And then this one is going to this side, and I'm just gonna go to some outlets and some switches so I can just connect it in series. And then my ground, it all go into this bus bar that I'm gonna have to put a cable and run it to like probably the frame of the trailer or something. So this is my solar disconnect. So I have this 2 going, which is gonna charge my solar battery. And then these 2 are going up to the roof. So this is how it looks.